In the first video of Madden Mobile 21 No Money Spent, we managed to unlock the auction house and make a few small upgrades. In this episode, we're going to be discussing how my team went from looking like this horribleness right here to this much more competent squad with multiple elites on both offense and on defense, and I'm going to show you how you can replicate the process and get some free elites for yourself. How did all this happen? Well, let me show you how. Hey, what's up guys, it's the Russian Rifle here, and today welcome back to episode 2 of the Madden Mobile 21 No Money Spent series, where I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get some elites for free in just a couple of days. But we're going to start by collecting some coins here that I got from selling some of the starter cards that we got from the last episode. And here we're going to actually be opening some pro packs. I told you guys that I'd be playing the Master Series, and in the Master Series you can use some of the gear and tokens that you get from events to open pro packs, and as you see right there, we pulled a 76 overall DJ Moore. He was a pretty good receiver, but we didn't end up keeping him around, and as you can see, the rest of these pro packs are trash. But I do like the dynamic of being able to open pro packs with some Master Series rewards. Here you can see that we ended up being able to sell that DJ Moore for over 55,000 coins. That is a crazy amount, so I'm very glad that I did end up selling him and not keeping him. And now you can see there's one more little reward pack here, and we're going to take a look at what's inside it. I told you guys I'd be playing the Master Series, right? And when I said I'd be playing the Master Series, I meant I'd be completing the Master Series later that night, because check out who it is. It's 80 overall, Julio Jones from the Master Series. Yeah, I was pretty happy to do this. It wasn't even honestly that hard to complete the Master Series, which is something I liked that was a little bit different than last year. But check out the stats. He's got 81 speed, 80 excel, 81 catch, 78 catch in traffic, 78 spec, 80 route running, and 78 agility. So he's going to be solid, and he's going to be there for quite a long time. And yep, here it is. So in one of the pro packs that I opened up with my gear, we ended up pulling a randomly 82 overall Christian McCaffrey. I feel like that was a really lucky pull here. Obviously crazy pull to start out the year. That's the first elite I pulled. Totally was not expecting it. I just hit reveal all. As you can see, I wasn't even recording that pack. I just kind of recorded after I finished pulling it. We went up and checked his price on the auction house, and he was going for over 500,000 coins. So yeah, I was kind of considering whether or not I should keep him. Once I saw that, there was no debate. Come on, I had to get my 500,000 coins, so I put him up there for probably a little bit too much, because he didn't actually end up selling for that price there, and you can see he ended up selling for quite a lot less, unfortunately. It was a little bit disappointing, but hey, it was 160,000 coins that I was not owed in any way at all, so I will definitely take it. As you can see right here, there's just a couple of short little compilations of me selling off, you know, a few cheap silver cards and bronze cards of the starter cards and stuff. So just making a little bit of coins and not really doing too much. But here we used some of those coins that we had earned and stuff to make some upgrades to the squad. As you can see, I had over 500,000 coins at the moment, so I decided to upgrade the team first by getting Khalfani Muhammad there, 66 overall. He was a running back with 80 speed and 80 acceleration, and he was only 66 overall, about 5,000 coins, so I figured that he was going to be on our team for a pretty long time. Seemed like pretty solid stats. And yeah, here is another upgrade that we were going to make to the squad. I was going to choose Patrick Queen because he looked like he had super good stats, but just was really waffling between the 71 overall and the 74 overall version. The price gap was very big, but the 74 overall was a lot better. As you can see, check out the 71 overall stats. He has like 75 speed. He has all 70 stats. He's really well rounded, but that 74 overall is just way better, and he has that 78 speed, which is pretty nice. But I ended up going with the 71 overall version. Didn't feel like it'd be worth it to spend an extra, you know, 35 to 40,000 coins just to have a 3 overall higher Patrick Queen. So there we go. We also ended up picking up a tight end here, Hayden Hurst, with 80 speed and 80 acceleration, and he had 77 catch, so I feel like he was a really solid addition to the squad. And when I said I was going to be playing the Master Series, I was playing the Master Series, right? So here we go. We actually managed to complete not one Master Series, but 2 Master Series Masters, both of the Masters that are unlocked at the moment. We managed to get Jalen Ramsey here, and just check out those stats. There are so many stats in the 80s there, with the acceleration and the speed and agility and press, man, and zone coverage, so he's going to be on the team for quite a long time. He's very solid. Yeah, very happy I picked him up. And the cool thing about the Master Series is that there are very little events where it's locked with time. There's like 2 stages where you have to wait on a couple of rotations in events. But here, I'm picking up a bunch of 70 overall golds. Why am I picking up a bunch of golds? These guys aren't going to go into my squad. I'm going to tell you that right now. But here's what they will do. They will help me with my squad, because check it out. Once I end up purchasing these last few gold players here, we're going to be able to do something pretty special with them. If you look, we're actually going to be able to get the Lamar Jackson shades from after you complete the first 2 Master Series. A third little Master Series stage unlocks where you can get the Lamar Jackson shades. It's literally just 5 events, no timers, no keys or anything, so it's really easy to get these Lamar Jackson shades. And once you do that, you just have to get some 70+ overall players, use a little bit of gear, and that gets them to an 81 overall. But we're not done there, because we can get them straight to an 82 overall. We had the right amount of gear for that, so that was pretty awesome. So yeah, glad we have an 82 overall quarterback, but there's more, because check it out, we can actually take him straight to an 83 overall. So there we go. That is the maximum upgrade for our Lamar Jackson. So that's kind of all the Master Series rewards. We're totally done with Master Series at the moment. No new rewards to get. So there's 83 overall Lamar Jackson, 82 speed as a quarterback, and he has 79 throw power, and his throw accuracies are all in the 70s at this point. Super happy to have him on the team. So very glad about that. So very glad that we have the quarterback position secured for a pretty long time. I probably won't be upgrading the quarterback very often, especially since I think that Lamar is going to be able to go to a 100 overall eventually through the Master Series. So we're probably just going to wait for the next Master Series to unlock before we do anything with the quarterback. So he's probably going to be our permanent quarterback for the year. Now, as you can see here, I'm buying a whole lot of lower end silver players. Why would I be buying so many silver players? Obviously, if the 70 overall players aren't going to make the team, then these guys definitely aren't going to make the team. And as you can see there, it's really sad. My coins are going down dramatically as I purchase all these silver players, but I am buying silver players in bulk, copies of people. Well, this is actually going to be the way that we get our next elite. This isn't for an upgrade to an existing player, this is for a brand new player. So if you can't figure out what we're doing already by purchasing so many silver players, we're actually going to go for one of the fan favorite players, which I'm not totally sure if I recommend that, because it's kind of a financial, you know, it's a little bit of a commitment. Those guys are going to cost you around 175,000 to 200,000 coins, depending on which one you pick. But I decided to go with the Dolphins, because I figured, you know, Dolphins, nobody wants them because they're trash. But their fan favorite player is pretty good. It's Devontae Parker. He's an 80 overall wide receiver, so he's going to fit in very well with Julio. That's what I was kind of planning to do. So Devontae Parker is actually going to be my #1 receiver over Julio Jones, because I believe his ratings, you know, they're just off the charts. And you'll see once we collect them here. But as you can see, I just want you to count how many Adam Pankeys I'm buying, by the way. I think I'm going to end up buying 21 Adam Pankeys. So there's just so many of this dude up on the auction house. I'm not quite sure why there was so many of this dude at the time that I was looking to purchase. But hey, I'll take it, because these guys were only going for about 2,000 a piece. So I ended up dumping just a little bit over 80,000 into the silvers. So then we just had to jump to the 70 overall players. Had to purchase just 9 more of those guys, because I already had one. And as you can see, there are a few here for just under 10,000, which was good. And because the auction house spot is super nice, that means that once we purchase these dudes for like 99999 coins, we can actually literally just bump it up by 1 coin, and we're gonna find like a whole lot more gold players. So I don't understand that about the auction house spot, because there's so many right here at 10,000 and like 3 players below 10,000. So I wish that it would be a little more dynamic in the price, and there wouldn't be price floors. It's really dumb that there's price floors. I wish those didn't exist. But we're going to check them out. We're going to add all those players to the Devontae Parker set so we can try and complete him. And we're actually going to need one more thing, these Miami team badges. So the way you find those and get those is you're going to go over here to the Madden Workshop, and you can scroll through here with all the team badges. The Dolphins are kind of in the middle, so it took me a little bit of scrolling to find them. But as you can see, you're going to need some blank badges, some team emblems, gridiron dust, and coins. So the 3 of those things are pretty easy to get, but how do you get team emblems? Well, I'm about to show you. You go over here to the Team History Museum, and you can go over to whatever team you're trying to do. So in this case, I'm doing the Miami Dolphins, so I went and did the Miami Dolphins. And once you complete the team history map, it'll give you 10 team emblems. And that means you can create 10 team badges with those emblems. So you only need to do each team history map once if you're trying to complete a fan favorite set, because it'll give you enough emblems to make 10 badges. And blank badges, obviously, are pretty easy to get. So we'll just speed through collecting these sets here, because it's kind of pointless to watch me do it slowly. And we can just go right on over to items, and we can open them all at once. So as you see here, that gives us 10 team badges, which we can go right on over to Devontae Parker's set. We can go right back to the fan favorites in Madden programs. We can scroll down, and we can add those final 10 items that we need to claim our fan favorite Devontae Parker. So I was very glad that I did this. kind of. It was really controversial decision. I was warring with myself in my head, but you caught a glimpse of his stats there, and I think I'm just gonna show you those in a second here, a little bit more in depth. But there he is, 80 overall wide receiver, who is, he shouldn't be an overall. He's way better than that. Check out 84 speed, 84 acceleration with all catch stats in the 80s, as well as 80 agility, and he's 6'3", so he's crazy good. He's really fast. And here's the 6th elite that we got. We got 81 overall icon Richard Sherman, which is really easy to get. Honestly, these icon players only take like 7 icon stars, which you could get in a day if you were really trying hard. But Richard Sherman, super solid stats, 82 speed, 83 excel, and really solid man zone press rating, so he's going to slide right in nicely with Jalen Ramsey and actually probably move him to quarterback number 2. But anyway, yeah, this is the current state of the team at the moment, and those are a few different ways to get elites. So you can get them through Master Series, which is going to end up giving you 3 elites if you play that all the way through, which only takes a few days. You can get them through the fan favorite sets, which is a little bit more of a financial risk because they're actually no auction. I did forget to mention that, but Devontae Parker is non-auctionable. But yeah, we got a couple of elites for offense and defense. You can get them through completing program sets, which also isn't too difficult, or you could try getting lucky and pulling in them in packs. But anyway, that is going to be the video for today, guys. Those are a few free ways that you could get some elites for your team in just a couple of days. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss any of my tip videos, make sure to subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. That way you can take full advantage of the tips and stuff that I provide. But that's going to be it for today. I'm the Russian Rifle. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.